Hello everyone, my name is Dado van Peteghem. I work as a strategy consultant for Dado Media. We're a consulting company helping large organizations to build solid strategies for the digital space with a focus on everything that is social media, mobile media and rich media.
Hi, my name is Frank Wettlers. I'm a database marketeer for Concentra Media Group, known for its local newspapers like Blauw Limburg is van Antwerpen, Metro, and a lot of other stuff.
Hello, I'm Rindert Dalstra. I work at agency.com, which is the digital division of TBWA in Belgium. We're an international company that works mainly in advertising and which is part of the Omnicom group worldwide.
My name is Hans Mellings, Direct and Digital Marketing Manager of the Thomas Cook Group here in Belgium. Thomas Cook Group really groups in fact the brands Neckermann, Thomas Cook, Peteghem, Travelbox and also the airline Thomas Cook Airlines. And I'm responsible for the direct and digital team and also premium partnerships, which means that CRM, social media, email marketing, direct marketing is part of the business that we are doing every day.
The future is the smartphone is going to be your Swiss knife.
I think most of the people think that email is dead, but I'm always saying that email is not dead. It's just dead for all the geeks and all the nerds on this planet.
For me, I don't want to focus on technology too much because technology is changing by the speed of light. For me, the most significant trend at this time is that people are buying smartphones more and more people have internet connections in their pockets. I think that from a consumer perspective and from an advertiser's perspective is extremely important.
For me, future media is going towards connected devices.
I'm glad to say that we're finally arriving at a point that we're going to do stuff with email. For the time being, we had people who still did not know how to make emails, and now we're coming to the point that we get the really fun stuff and the interesting stuff. We're going into the data. We're going to analyze what is working, what's not working. We're going to experience, we're going to test more, and we're going to see a lot of evolution, I think, in the way we are sending emails. Because, unlike they say, it's not dead. It's just waiting to become bigger and bigger.
Another trend that might be interesting is I think is second screens while you're watching TV. That you have, for example, an iPad where you can find additional information.
Email is becoming one of those mainstream channels, and I think the integration with other channels and integration with back office processes and back office systems will become increasingly important.
Studies have shown that people will spend twice as much time on their mobile phones with 4G internet compared to people who now have 3G internet.
Video is one of those elements that a lot of marketeers waited on, and now finally Hotmail and Gmail are allowing it. But what you're seeing is that in fact everything that we think that would be very popular is most of the time for geeks and for those nerds.
That's another thing that I think is going to be important, geolocation, because now you know through your smartphone where you are, so for example advertising can be more personalized.
I think the biggest trend in the future will be the mobilization of everything which is email, meaning in fact that email will be read on mobile devices.
Recently I read a study from the UK where people tend to get anxious when they do not have access to their smartphones or they do not have access to the mobile web. It's called nomophobia.
The biggest threat and also the biggest opportunity is that it's changing so fast. What's true now, within 3 months it could be obsolete. So you have to keep investing in looking at it, following communities, analyze it, and to keep just ahead. And one thing I may say, don't follow the trends. Email is still very powerful and still working, and we have still a lot of progress to make in this part of online communication, so why not exploit it?
Well, I think there are two important threats for advertisers. One is going too slow. I think there we can make the same mistake we made with implementing social media. We waited too long.
But one thing we have to keep in mind is it always has to be relevant for the persons. There's not such a thing like sending too much emails. As long as the person who receives the mails receives information he wants at that time, he will open your mail and read it.
The second one is going too fast. I think a lot of companies are now investing in making mobile apps, and maybe that's not the smartest move to make. If you make a good application for mobile, whether it be for smartphones or tablets, you have to have a good strategy before you start making apps.
It doesn't have to cost a lot of money to get a lot of information out of it. Maybe you should invest in a good data miner or something to get really the relevant data out of it. And you can start with the Excel. Don't go for the big expenses and complicated software, because you need to know, you have to have the background to start with that. Just start with the simple metrics and progress.
I think at this stage iOS and Android are the most important platforms. I see a lot of value in the Windows platform as well, but at this moment Android and iOS are the two most important platforms today out there.
I think it's useful because many people, they want to know more about digital, but they're always looking on different places. And having one central hub where you can find all the information about email marketing, about search, about future media, about mobile, I think it's a great place.
I think building a community is always very relevant, because people are looking, especially when you start up your email marketing team or your strategy. It's very important to have, in fact, decent knowledge about what actually you have to launch in your company. And having people, in fact, to talk to. Because one of the main points that one of the main criticism that you always hear is that, yes, we don't have figures, yes, we don't have the resources to just pick up the phone and call and have a discussion of 5 minutes about how you should be implementing email marketing. And with a community, in fact, you regroup, in fact, all those people together, and you create, in fact, an atmosphere where people can help each other, where the market can help each other, and in fact where we can grow the market and let it become, in fact, a bigger channel than it is already.
Now we will have a platform where you can find locally based people who are doing the same job as you. And it's not like if you go on the net and you search for relevant data and you come to a US site, well, is it okay? You don't know it, they don't have a reputation. To have a community in Belgium, it's almost like a next of kin. There's always somebody who knows that person who is on the community, and that makes it better to me.
I think that today in Belgium we have a lack of good sources, both in, let's say, information, qualitative information and quantitative information when it comes to the digital space, especially because things are going so fast right now. People need a lot more backup. They need to have decent studies, decent numbers, decent insights, and I think we miss that today in Belgium. And I really believe that IAB can be the right place where everybody who has a significant position in the digital world, who has significant meaning in the digital world, or significant let's say ideas about how we have to move forward to give direction to people. I think the IAB community can be the exact place where that can happen.